ones, empaths. A lot of you are under the impression, because you see the narcissist move on, you think, oh, they've forgotten about me. Oh, I don't mean nothing to them anymore. And it's not the case. You see, the narcissist can't get you out of their mind. Part of the reason why they're going with these new supplies in the first place is to actually try and shake the memory of you. They're hoping that they can go with this new person and it all work out and it'd be hunky-dory and they forget about you. But you need to understand your value and what you provided. You provided them a supply that they're not going to get elsewhere. You provided them a love and a care as an empath that you are, that they just won't find elsewhere. They're not going to find it. And they try and shake this memory of you. But as time goes on, even up to years apart, they've still got the memory of what you've done for them, of how you built them up, of how you protected them, of how you looked after them. And they realize that they can't bond, even though narcissists can't pair bond, they realize they can't form a bond with someone else the same way they had the bond with you. Because we do bond with the narcissist to some degree. There is a bond there. You went through experiences together, you lived together, you went through certain experiences and situations together that creates a bond between the two of you that they hope just grabbing someone off the tree, a low-hanging fruit, oh yeah, they think they're going to be sufficed with that. They're not, right? And what it starts to turn into is them trying to distract their minds, them trying to break the memory of you. You've got a memory of them, right? You've got a strong memory of them. Some of you are still down. Some of you are still hurting. Some of you are still in pain. If you've got a memory of them, they've got a memory of you. And just because they're narcissists and just because they're evil doesn't mean that they don't have this memory of you. They know all of the value that you brought towards them. They're aware of that. They knew what they were before they met you. Remember, they idolized us at one point, right? They idolized us. They saw us as a perfect target to provide them all of their emotional and physical needs. They saw us as that. They made us their primary target of supply. They don't make you the primary target of supply for no reason. But what tends to happen is, after they've been with you for a period of time, they make rash and risky decisions. So they'll engage in risky sex or risky decision making, grabbing anyone, because they get built under the false pretense that they can find someone better than you, just anyone. That's what happens through the relationship. We build them up so highly, they honestly believe that they can find someone better than us. This is why the discard happens. This is why the reverse discard happens. This is what they think they can find someone. And don't hold on to them. Don't beg. You need to let them go for this to kick in. What I'm talking about how the narcissist can't get you out of their mind. They'll be tortured for the rest of their days by losing you. You have to admit that when the relationship comes to an end, it's going to be quite messy. It's going to be quite messy. Things are going to be said. Bridges are going to be burnt. They're going to go off and jump to their new supply in a hopes that this will eliminate the memory they have of you. And human nature just doesn't work like that. Even two regular people that were together for a significant period of time, if they go off with someone new, each of them, they'll have memories. And they'll realize that this new partner they have doesn't do the things they used to do. And this plays out into the narcissist as well. I know they make out the narcissist is this evil being with no feelings, no care, big, bad, and mean sort of person. But you know what their weakness is. Their weakness is supply. And you held them to that. You provided this supply for them that they can't find elsewhere. A lot of you think they can find it. That's because you're not understanding your value. Only you can know. If you know you provided a supply that they won't find elsewhere, you provided them a love, a care, empathy that other people just won't do for them, then you know. And also, a narcissist has a tendency to be focused on their ex, you see. Just like when we was in the relationship, when we first got with them and we were hearing the bad stories, the horror stories about their ex and how their ex was so bad and how their ex was so mean and how their ex done this to them and done that to them, they were still caught up on their ex. Not trying to trigger you now, but they were still intertwined with their ex. They may not have been speaking, but they still had feelings towards their ex. And you was the coping mechanism. You were there to heal their wounds. But they made you the primary target because they saw something in you. But now when they make these terrible decisions. You only have to witness it. Just see some of the downgrades these narcissists go with after being with you. You can see their downgrades. You know their downgrades. Sometimes they end up with other narcissists. Sometimes they end up with people who are manipulators too. You know, like the trust that I thought me and the narcissist had in our relationship, neither of us really use social media. We wasn't really into that. And like I thought we had trust, right? Now, they hacked my phone. They watched everything I'd done. I never went onto anyone's profile. I didn't go onto didn't join any accounts. I didn't try and do any of that. And they witnessed that firsthand with their own eyes, right? Now, I can only imagine them in a relationship with Instagram now being so rampant, how insecure they're going to be. This is what we provided for them, a security. They could trust us. They don't trust these other people that they're with now. Remember, even if we go with someone new now, we're not going to trust them entirely because of what we've been through. But the narcissist, on the other hand, right, they might expect them to fill up to what we used to provide, fill our shoes, so to speak. But they're going to very quickly be triggered by things where they don't trust the person and they see characteristics of the person which are untrustworthy. And the narcissist they're not going to be sufficed. This is why the narcissist goes on for years remembering you. You know, I'm still getting weird hoovers from the narcissist after 6 years apart. I'm still getting weird things on Instagram. Instagram posts. Instagram profiles with no posts. Hardly any followers. And that trying to send me messages. And I can tell it's them. Maybe I'm wrong. But to me, it seems like it's them. They're weirdos. Emails I'm getting strange emails. They'll never forget about me. And the narcissist is never going to forget about you. You have to understand that. They try and shake you from their minds. But they can't. You need to understand how wonderful, how fantastic you are. How you provided a supply that's irreplaceable. You are irreplaceable. So don't worry about them going. I say the most powerful time that we have in the whole dynamics of the relationship is actually when we let them go. Is actually when we let them move on with someone else. When we let them move on with someone else, it's okay. We don't need to be all protective here and possessive. Go. Move on with someone else. That's what we need to be like. You're never going to find someone like me. Not in a million years. You'll never find someone like me again. And that's the mindset you need to have. That's the mindset you need to instill in your consciousness, right? They're not going to find someone like you. They're just not. And a narcissist is a one-sided relationship. So many people will see through their games. So many people will see through what they are. So many people will be abusers as well that they run into, you know? And even if, like, for the people that just say, but what about if they meet someone good? If they meet someone good, honest and kind, they're still going to be caught up on you because you're the ex. Just like how it was when we first got with them. They were still caught up on their ex when they were with us. That's what the fact of the matter is. So they're not going to appreciate what they have in their life now. They always want what they can't have. Remember, they're never done with you. This discard, this ending of the relationship, this declaration of, I'm never going to see you again and all of this. They were just putting you on the shelf, waiting to pick you back up. That's what narcissists do. They're never done with us. We have the final discard. And when we say it's over and it's done with. And we door slam, bolt and weld it shut. Lock them out your lives. Cut them out your lives. And know that they're suffering wherever they are now. They can never find someone that amounts or equates to the supply that you used to provide them. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.